Hey everybody, Captain B-Nard back here with another Wi-Fi battle. Today we have another Sword and Shield Wi-Fi battle, as you can see. And so this one is going to be against Rell. And so let's see what they have in store for us. Alright, so they've got a pretty cool looking team there, pretty solid, only slightly illegal. So we'll see if we can work with that. Looking at my team, it is the same one that I used in the last match, the Generation 8 only team. So yeah, what do I want to lead with in this one? That is a good question. That is a good question. Let's go for... How do we want to play this? This is hard. Let's go for the... Yeah, let's go for the Scorch. Let's give that a shot. Yeah, we'll see how that works out. So, hopefully we can get something going in this one. We have not had very great success in Wi-Fi battles, generally speaking, as of late. So hopefully we can turn that around here in this match. So looks like they are going to lead with Landorus, kind of as expected, as we led with the Scorch. So Intimidate, going to cut our attack right away, which is not the best, but not much we can do about that. So I think what we'll do first off here is I feel like they might just set Stealth Rock possibly, or pivot out. So we're going to actually try to set up a coil here to see if we can get some boosts off. They do just go for an Earthquake straight away, which is not great. That is going to do a ton of damage to us, knock us down to about a third HP. So we do get the coil off, which is going to raise our attack and defense and accuracy, but unfortunately I don't think that's going to matter too much. We do get some HP back with the leftovers, but I don't think that we survive another attack from this thing. So yeah, best we can really do is go for a Fire Lash, so that's what we're going to do, but I don't think it's really going to matter. They go for a Psychic, actually, so that's really interesting. Mixed set, perhaps. We actually do survive, and we get the Fire Lash off, which does do solid damage to this thing and lower its defense, which is pretty nice. So so I guess that worked out relatively well. I'm not sure if they were predicting a switch, or perhaps if they were just trying to hit us on the special side. So, but a mixed set there is pretty interesting. But I still don't think we're going to be able to get much going here. I think we're still in range that we get taken out with another attack. So we're just going to go for another Fire Lash here. They do go for another Earthquake, and yeah, that'll definitely take us out. So yeah, we are going to lose Scorch there and go down to 5. So not the best start to the game for us. How can we turn that around is the question. I think what we'll do... How do we want to play this? Let's come in with our Galarian Rapidash. Let's give that a shot. So we'll come in with Galarian Rapidash, and I think what we want to do here is just go straight for a Play Rough. So that's what we're going to do. See what he wants to do here. And so he does just stay in. We go for the Play Rough here. We are max attack, Life Orb boosted, and it is enough to go ahead and take the Landorus out from that range and knock him down to 5. So that's not that bad. We do take some Life Orb recoil there as well. So not terrible. We do get rid of the Landorus, so that's not too terrible for us. But yeah, we'll see what he wants to come in with in response. It is going to be the Cinderace. So that thing's in, and we have a little bit of a choice to make here. I think we don't really have, because unfortunately this team that we have here is not the most type balanced team in the world. That's a weird camera angle. Yeah, so I think we just stay in here and we try to hit this thing with a high horsepower. I think that's probably our best bet, so that's what we're going to do. And so he is going to go ahead and Dynamax this thing, so that's not great. So he's going to go ahead and Dynamax on the Cinderace. So there it is, and it is the special Gigantamax Cinderace, as you can see. And so he probably outspeeds us here, I would think. So let's see what happens here. No, we actually do outspeed it, so that's cool. We do get a nice high horsepower off, takes that thing down by nearly half, which is nice. This thing is going to then go for a max Steel Spike in return. I don't think we survive that. Yeah, no, we don't survive that for sure. So that is unfortunate. So he does get a crit there. I don't think that mattered at all. Going to get a defense boost off of that as well. So yeah, that is not good news for us. So we go down to 4 Pokemon there. So how are we going to combat this thing is the question. How are we going to combat this thing is the question. It does have a defense boost. Maybe I don't know. How do we want to handle this? I guess we can do Cursola. I guess that's probably our best case scenario right now. So let's do Cursola. And what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and bust out a Dynamax of our own. And we're going to hit this thing. Let's see here. What's more powerful? I mean, they're both the same power, but one gives us a special defense boost. The other one sets the Sandstorm, which might actually be beneficial for chip damage. So, yeah, let's go. Let's do that. Let's do a nice max Rockfall on this thing here. Yeah, let's give that a shot. See where we can get with that. Since he does have that physical defense increase, we want to hit him on the special side for sure. So I'm going to go ahead and Dynamax our Cursola here. So there it is. So it is Dynamax Cursola in play here. And so he is going to outspeed us for sure here. Going to go for a max Steel Spike once again. And so that does not do a ton of damage to us, fortunately. He's just going for the defense boost, it looks like. So gets that defense boost. We are going to go for that max Rockfall, which will hit him on the special side. And so that does go ahead and take him out, I think, actually, which is pretty cool. So setting the Sandstorm might have not been the best for us, but we do actually take him out. So there goes that Dynamax Cinderace. It is down for the count, which is great. And he is going to go down to 4 Pokemon, and we are going to take some sand damage, which is not the best. But we are going to get some leftovers recovery, which is going to give us that HP right back. So I kind of wanted to just set the Sandstorm in case the max Rockfall wasn't enough to take him out. So that was kind of my plan there. So it's a little insurance policy, but yeah, now it's going to turn out that it may hurt us. But yeah, we'll see what we can do with it. So his Dynamax has been used, which is nice. Now he's going to come in with Tyrantrum. So that thing is in. And so I think what we'll do with this thing is we'll try to hit him up with a max Quake. I think that's our best play here. So he does outspeed us, he does crunch us, and we do take it, which is nice, just barely. Perish Body is going to trigger since we were attacked with a contact move. We're going to go ahead and go for that max Quake here on this thing. We are max special attack, and that is just going to obliterate this Tyrantrum, which is amazing. It is also going to give us a nice special defense boost, which is good. So the Tyrantrum is down, and he's going to go down to 2. So Cursola is, or sorry, 3 is Cursola is putting the work here. We take the sand damage, get the leftovers recovery, and the Perish count is going to go to 3. So again, the Perish Body here only hurting us, which is kind of funny. But yeah, really unique ability on a really unique Pokemon. It is for sure. It basically, when it gets hit with a contact move, basically activates a Perish song, for those of you who didn't know. So now the Blastoise is going to come in, and so I think there's no point in doing much of anything other than just attacking this thing. So we're going to hit him up with a Max Phantasm this time. if we can survive an attack, as he does go for a Hydro Cannon and actually misses, so that's pretty awesome for us. We are going to get to hit a Max Phantasm on this thing, which is not quite enough to take it out, but it is going to do massive damage to that thing and drop his defense, and then the Blastoise is going to take some sand damage. We are also going to take the sand damage, and then we're going to get some HP back with our leftovers, and then that our perish count goes down to 2, and that is going to be it for the Dynamax. So we got to live our full Dynamax there, which is pretty cool. We're not going to live another attack, though. I don't think that's for sure. We're going to attempt to try to attack this thing with the Shadow Ball, but I don't think it's going to work, as he does go for the Hydro Cannon. This time he does connect with the Hydro Cannon, and there's definitely no way we take that from that range. So the Cursola goes down here, and the Blastoise does take some sand damage, which it just barely survives. So we go down to 3 Pokemon there, but that is kind of okay, because I think the Blastoise more than did its, or I'm sorry, the Cursola more than did its job there. So now we have to decide what we want to bring in to face the Blastoise, and I think we'll go ahead and, what do we want to do here? We'll go for the, let's just go for the Surfetched. We'll just do the Surfetched. So that thing is in, and so let's see what he's got left on deck. So he still has quite a few handy options in the back pocket. I think what we'll do here is we will go ahead and we'll just first impression this thing. I think that's really, there's no reason to think about it. I mean, he does have to recharge because he used Hydro Cannon, but we'll first impression him. We do get a critical hit there. That didn't matter at all. We're going to take Rocky Helmet damage, which kind of sucks that he would have that on deck, but we do take that chip. The Blastoise goes down. He goes down to 2, so that's not too bad. And yeah, the Sandstorm is over. So he's got 2 Pokemon left. He's got the Xerneas, and he's got the thing that, well, it doesn't matter, because he's going to go ahead and bring in the Xerneas here. So that thing is in, and that is bad news for us. So Fairy Aura is coming into play. So best case scenario we can do here is just switch into our Thievul basically as fodder. So that's what we're going to do. And so, yeah, this could definitely be bad news for us. So we're going to go ahead and come in with the Thievul there, as this thing is going to go for a Dazzling Gleam. And certainly we will not take one of those. So the Thievul goes down, and we go down to 2 Pokemon. So, yeah, not a great situation to be in here, to say the least. So we have to decide what we want to do to counteract this situation, and I think the only solution we have is to come in with our Boltund. That is the only option we have right now. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And so we are going to be in a little bit of a dire strait here against this Xerneas, as you would expect. I think really the only play we have at this point is just to Thunder Fang it. So that is what we are going to do, and hope for the best here. So we do outspeed it for sure. We go for a nice Thunder Fang. It is boosted by a band, choice band. It is boosted by Strongjaw. It does just under half, as this thing is going to now go for a Geomancy, which is interesting. No Power Herb on this thing to let it pop immediately. So that greed on their side could actually save us here, as we're going to go for a next Thunder Fang here. Is it going to be enough to take this thing out is the question. No, it survives with like 1 HP, but it pops the Geomancy this turn, which is going to be bad news for us. That is going to increase that thing's special attack and special defense and speed sharply. So that is bad news for us for sure. So now this thing will outspeed us this time, so that's bad news. So, but all we can really do is just go Thunder Fang here, so that's all we're going to do. This thing does outspeed us now with a Dazzling Gleam, and takes us out. So Boltund is down, and we go down just 1. So we have 1 hope left in this match, and that is our Surfetched. So we're going to go ahead and come in with that. And so there it is. And the good news is this thing has been chipped so much that a first impression should take this thing out for sure from this range. It's got 1 HP left, basically, so a first impression will come in and take the Xerneas down, knocking him down to just 1 Pokemon. So, now it is all down to this, down to the wire here. His last Pokemon is the Guzzlord, so that thing comes in, and I was blanking on the name, but I did remember it. So, it's all going to come down to whether we can take an attack from Guzzlord, because I actually am not sure who outspeeds who here, but either way, this is it. Let's hope that Sirfetch'd can come through for us. We're just going to click close combat here. We do actually outspeed him, which is amazing. We hit him with the close combat, and that is in fact enough to go ahead and one-shot that Guzzlord outright, which is incredible. That is going to be game. So we are going to win that one 1-0 against Rell, but that was a pretty intense game. High-octane match there, pretty interesting match there as well. We'll go ahead and snag the league card as well. Yeah, that is pretty awesome, because with that narrow victory, we go ahead and break quite a long losing streak, actually. We've been on a little bit of a rough road here ever since the end of the draft league, and then now dipping back into some Sword and Shield Wi-Fi battles. So it feels good to get another victory here again, and hopefully start to rebound in our success here on the channel. So but that's going to do it for this one. Thanks for watching again, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed. Please hit that like button, leave a comment, and or subscribe if you did enjoy, and stay tuned for more new battles in the future. So that's it, and we'll see you next time.